Hello everybody, Love You Love Muscle here. Another podcast for you, our bi-weekly podcast. I'm Seb, the founder of the Transformational Meditation Group, and I'm going to be your host for today, like every other week. So the theme for today is not so much heart focused. Normally we do heart focused stuff and heart focused meditation. Today it's going to be about sleep and sleep hygiene. And what is that all about? Does it mean that I have to shower and take a bath before I go to bed? Well, yeah, that can be part of your routine, your pre-go to bed routine. But sleep hygiene actually means everything that is related to your routines, your habits, that makes sure that you have a high quality sleep and a high quality sleep pattern. So that means that you do things before you go to bed that makes sure that you have a long, deep, restful sleep without waking up in the middle of the night, that you can be able to put any worries or any other thoughts that might pop up all the time, that you can put that aside, that you can focus on just relaxing, falling asleep, calming down. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. There are a lot of things you can do for good sleep hygiene. So I'm not going to mention them all. I'm going to mention the stuff I'm most familiar with and have the most expertise about. One of the most important stuffs when it comes to sleep is routine. You want to go to bed at the same time every day, and you want to wake up at the same time every day. Also in the weekends. Actually, if you're used to getting up early in the weekend, during the week, and you have your days off in the weekend, get up at the same time. Make it a routine because that is what your body is getting used to and actually helps you staying healthy and keeping you in a good long sleep. Unfortunately, meditation, my favorite activity, and yours apparently too, because you're interested in it and therefore you're watching or listening to this podcast, meditation, especially when you start meditating, can wreak havoc with your sleep pattern. Because, like I often say, a good deep meditation for about 20 minutes is equivalent to a 6 hour sleep, if not more. So yeah, if you're going to meditate, like for example in the afternoon, and you feel full of energy and rested when you get out of your meditation, let's say that you meditate for half an hour to an hour, you might as well end up by not being able to sleep in the evening at your regular time. You might want to make it later, for example, so you feel a little bit more sleepy. I had it a lot when I started, really broke my habit or my sleep pattern. So yeah, that's something you can struggle with. So I rarely meditate in the evening, though it's meditation time for me now in the evening. So only once every other week together with you during the live session. But yeah, I want to say I regularly do my meditations in the morning, especially early mornings, because that helps me finish my sleep actually and be fully energized and being in a state of being that will benefit me and others during the day. I talked about that a lot, about heart-brain coherence in the morning and switching on that radio station you want to broadcast during the day for yourself and others. So yeah, so that's one thing. So be mindful when you meditate and start meditating, and you might want to change your time of day when you meditate, and you might want to change when you go to bed and fall asleep. Another thing, and for those that know me and have read about me, you know my background is actually in the radiation, the medical use of all sorts of radiation, including electromagnetic fields, electromagnetic radiation. And I've learned everything about what that does to the body at the university. And one of those things that you want to turn off during the night or before you go to bed is your mobile phone, right? Not only because what many people say, the blue light coming from your phone, that's just a minor inconvenience. Worse is when you keep your phone on during the night, when you keep your Wi-Fi on during the night, when you keep your 4G or 5G or your mobile connection on during the night. Please, please, please turn your mobile devices off. If you can't turn them off, put them on flight mode. Okay? More important than blue light coming from it. Yeah, blue light isn't that it wreaks a bit of havoc with your hormone balance, because blue light indicates for your body that it is daytime and you should be awake. So you create a different physiology in your body. But EMF radiation creates stress on your cells. These devices, they emit pulsed microwave radiation. If you have real 5G, they emit pulsed millimeter wave radiation. But the clue is in the pulsed waves that come from these things. It is like a hammer on your cells, like on your cell walls that your phones are kind of hammering on them. And they actually disrupt normal cell functioning. And your body is continually regulating and trying to compensate from the noise, the stress that these cell phones and every other mobile device give. If you have read in the news about the smart meters, the utilities companies that gave out smart meters, so the smart grid, your electricity power lines and everything like that became smart. They emit pulsed microwave radiation as well. And because we now have increased the amount of sources this radiation comes from, we also see an increase in the amount of people that get trouble with it. Sometimes without even knowing it is from EMF radiation, from electromagnetic field radiation, from our mobile devices and the smart meters. All of a sudden, people that had like a smart meter on the other side of their bedroom, they had trouble sleeping. Some have had problems with their heart. They felt their heart wasn't beating correctly. Others had migraines, headaches. It's all related to these kinds of devices that emit electromagnetic radiation. And right now I'm sitting in the middle of it, right? I have my laptop, which is wireless. I have my mobile phone, which I use as a camera now, which is now also wireless. So during the day and in the evenings, we are surrounded with these frequencies, with these pulse microwave radiations, with these hammers. And what your body needs when it's sleeping is to regenerate. It doesn't have time to compensate from the hammering from those microwave radiation, from those pulses. So if you turn as many devices as possible off, and if you put your cell phone, if you have your alarm on it, it's nice to have it in your bedroom on your on your um, on your bedroom table, of course, but put it on flight mode. When you put it on flight mode, it turns off all the antennas, right? And you just have your phone functioning like normal, but it's just not connecting to anything. Yeah, your Bluetooth is off, your Wi-Fi is off, your 4G or 5G mobile connection is turned down, and you will notice an improvement in your sleep, especially if everybody in your household does this. Even better if you're able to turn your Wi-Fi off during the night as well. Yeah. If you have neighbors, you can ask them to do the same, but you can't expect them to do that because, well, they read the newspapers and they read the scientific studies that are being done by the mobile industry, that also the World Health Organization listens to. Exactly, I can tell you the World Health Organization lets themselves be informed by around 9 to 10 antenna experts and one psychologist or psychiatrist. And They say to the World Health Organization that electromagnetic radiation from mobile devices is completely safe. Yeah, it is safe, you don't die from it, but it's not healthy either. And 70% of the independent studies that have been done the past, well, many, many tens, 20, 30 years, they all conclude with that the electromagnetic radiation from these devices has a negative effect on our cells, on our body. The biggest study ever done on this is the NTP study, the National Toxicity Program study from a few years back, funded by the US government. And they found that you have an increased cancer risk from this electromagnetic field radiation. And coincidentally, a similar study had been done around the same time in Italy, and they concluded with the same stuff. What does the World Health Organization say, or at least that small group of people? How did they react to those studies? They said, well, these studies have been performed on animals, so they can't directly relate to human beings. So our electromagnetic radiation from our mobile devices is still okay. It's not a problem for us humans, but they acknowledge that it's a problem for animals. On the other hand, you can't do these studies. You cannot do these studies on people because that's unethical. So the ethical committees that are approving these kind of studies, they will say no the moment you will involve humans in it. Like, that's not going to be done. On the other hand, we are the test subjects right now, and I've worked in radiation therapy. I've seen it myself, and some doctors as well. Many people that come for a brain lesion, so they have a tumor in their brain, have their tumor on the side where they have their mobile phones. Yeah, and of course you can say it's coincidence, but I find the majority to be on that same side as where they held their mobile phones. Coincidentally. But yeah. Anyway, so that's my big point here, because I like to talk a lot about it because I know about this. It's my education. I studied all this and I've seen the effects of it as well. So please be mindful. If you want a good night's sleep, if you want to make sure your body is calming down, that it can regenerate and cells and get rid of dead cells, and can digest your food better, please, especially during the night, turn your phones, your mobile devices on flight mode or turn them off. Okay? Not only because of blue light, but because of the pulsed microwave radiation coming from it. So, yeah, big point for sleep hygiene that you won't find in many articles about sleep hygiene is the electromagnetic radiation. All right. Another thing, I have done some tests, some stress tests, some stress measurements actually on some colleagues of mine, and found some chronic stress. But what I heard from my colleagues was also that they have sometimes trouble not only falling asleep, but also waking up in the middle of the night and constantly thinking about what they should have done at work, the things they didn't have time for. So the pressure and kind of the guilt feeling of not being able to finish everything in time, having deadlines that you can hold, and that's plaguing people during the night. And they have learned from me, my colleagues, that they can do heart-brain coherence, they can breathe through their hearts, calm their body down. But sometimes that focus on our heart and breathing through our heart isn't enough. We can hold that focus for a moment, but after a short while, all the thoughts about work, all other issues and worries can get back quite easily. There is a technique you can do that really requires your focus to be not on your work or your worries, but on your body. Not only on your heart, but your whole body. That is called the body scan. So if you have trouble sleeping, if you have trouble falling asleep, or you wake up in the middle of the night and you have trouble falling asleep again, this technique can help you. So I want to do that with you. You've done it before, but for those that are new, this might be a new technique for you. It is done in two different ways. The body scan, of course, is we are scanning our body with our consciousness, with our awareness. And we go from normally we go from the feet up to the top of our head. What I would like to do is go from the top of our head down to our feet. My experience with the body scan is that when you go from the feet up, it increases your energy. At least it does with me. Uh, you can have you can experience something different. You can experience that actually it helps going from the feet upwards. But it doesn't have to be that way. So you should try both ways. And we're going to do from today from the top of our head down, because there's a nice starting point we have at the top of our head, just to make sure that you recognize how things feel when you are focusing on stuff. So I would just say let's do this together. Let's get this started and just follow along and just notice what this does to you, what this does for you. And if you're going to bed afterwards or later during the evening, try it out yourself. Try first the method we do today, and then the next day you might just want to do the other way around. So now we are going from the top of our head down to our feet. We do our body scan downwards, and you can try tomorrow, for example, going upwards, and just feel the difference. Just notice what suits you best. I would like to hear what your experiences are. Mine and of many others is that actually from the top of our head down works best, but I would like to hear your conclusion as well. What works for you? Okay, let's get started. And let's get started by using our finger and putting it on the top of our head and just making a little bit of pressure. Just pressure. Just press on the top of your head. Not too hard. And now let go. So now focus on the top of your head, on that point where you put your finger, and just notice how that feels. Sit up straight, relax your body a bit, and notice that you get more focus on the top of your head, and just feel a little bit more as well at the moment you relax your body. You can close your eyes. Just feel and sense the sensations on the top of your head. Exactly where you had your finger. You still feel your finger most likely there. Beautiful. So to start the body scan, move your awareness, your focus further down to your forehead and your face. Let's do a quick one. Just do a quick one by focusing on the face, on your face, your whole face. Just sense your face, your eyes, your nose, the muscles around your nose and mouth, your jaw. Feel the sensations in your face. And now breathe nice and calm. Nice calm deep breaths. As you feel your face, the sensations in your face, the muscles in your face. And on each out breath, you relax the muscles in your face little by little, all the way. Feel your eyes getting more heavy, the muscles around your eyes relaxing, your jaw relaxing. Every exhale, relax your face more and more and become heavy. You might even feel a warmth in your face, behind your eyes, as your face finally relaxes. Relax your jaw, and it's okay if your mouth opens a bit. Feel your face relaxing, your forehead. Beautiful. And move your awareness further down to your neck and your shoulders. Feel and sense the muscles in your neck and shoulders. And on your out breath, on your next exhale, relax your shoulders, lower your shoulders, and try to relax your neck a little more. Keep it stabilized, but just relax those muscles. Keep it stable. Relax them a little bit more. Lower your shoulders. Feel all the tension flow away as you breathe out and relax your neck and shoulders. Wonderful. And move further down to your chest and your upper back. Just take a nice good deep inhale through your mouth or through your nose. And breathe out through your mouth slowly all the way out as you relax your chest and your upper back. Then breathe normally again with slow, nice, deep breaths. Feel your chest relaxing. Now become more aware of your tummy, stomach, and your lower back. Sense it, sense your tummy, sense your lower back. Sense if there's any tension there in your muscles. And on your next out breath, your next exhales, relax the muscles in your tummy, relax the muscles in your lower back. Even if that means that your tummy is getting a little bit bigger, let any tension go. Totally relaxed. And move your awareness further down to your hips and your pelvis. Sense any sensations, any tension in the muscles in your pelvis and your hips. And on your next exhale, relax the muscles. Let your pelvis become heavy, your hips become heavy. Beautiful. And move your awareness further down to your thighs, all the way down to your knees. Sense any tension in the muscles in your thighs. And again, as you exhale, let go of all the tension in your thighs, in the muscles in your thighs. Let your thighs become heavy, your knees become heavy, and move your awareness further down to your legs, your ankles, and your feet. Sense your feet, your ankles, your toes, your legs. Is there any tension there? And on your next exhale and the exhales afterwards, just relax step by step even more. The muscles in your legs, let your feet become heavy, your ankles relaxed, even your toes. Beautiful, beautiful. Become aware of your whole body and just notice how relaxed and comfortable you feel right now. Ready to fall asleep. Oh, okay, now let's wake up. Don't fall asleep right just yet. Slowly get back just by noticing the room you are in and noticing my voice and the other sounds in the room. More aware I'm sorry. More aware of the present moment. Wonderful. And if you want, you can open your eyes. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, yeah, I hope you feel relaxed right now. So it's a little bit difficult doing this exercise as you relax and maybe almost fall asleep. And some of you might have fallen asleep listening to this because it's a very powerful technique. People I talk to, when they listen to this meditation or do it themselves, they notice that often they fall asleep before they reach their knees. And again, for me and many others, it helps going from the top of your head downwards because down is relaxing, relaxing, down, lower the tempo, things go slower, you slow down, right? So it's all going to calm down and relaxing instead of going up, which is like more energetically raising your energy, it's called. So yeah. So, but you can notice a difference. Maybe you find it more comfortable to go from your feet upwards, but let me know. So do this in the evening if you notice you have trouble falling asleep, if your mind is all over the place and you really can't relax with your mind and your body. You're twisting and turning in bed. Lay on your back, lay down, pillow under your head if you want to, and start with the top of your head. And you can do this by pressing on the top of your head first, just so you know how things feel, sensations, that you get more awareness of sensations in your body. And you go slowly down in your own tempo until you fall asleep. Waking up in the middle of the night, all of a sudden or right away, your work, your colleagues, your worries come up all of a sudden. Switch off by focusing on yourself, on your body, do your body scan. You'll be so busy with that that you forget about everything else. You might have noticed now by doing this that you forget about everything else because you're just so busy scanning your body, feeling sensations, relaxing. There's a lot of activity going on while you calm down. So yeah, I hope this helps you. Let me see if we have some questions going on here. Rima L, cool, done. Yes, we're done. Wonderful. I hope you guys on Telegram and watching live had a good session too. And for those that are listening to the recording and our Patreon supporters that can watch the recording, I hope you will enjoy this. So we'll be back in, maybe not in 2 weeks. Let me see. No, we take an extra week off because I'm traveling. So I'll see you in 3 weeks. Maybe we do something in between. We'll know. Not sure yet. But next Monday in 2 weeks, I will not be available for the podcast recording. So maybe we do something else in between. I get an extra week off from my voice, my nagging, etc. And again, if there's one thing you should do and make sure and make a habit of is turning your phone, your mobile devices on flight modes. And please remind your whole household of doing that. You will notice a difference in your better sleep, but also your body will feel healthier and feel more energy in the morning. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you back next time for a new Love Your Love Muscle session with another theme and on another day. Take good care. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Be safe and namaste.